George, has there been anybody that you've met who you've been absolutely shocked and stunned to meet?
Elizabeth Taylor was, you know, we went out together and we worked together. We did a film
Did you go out with
together.
Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah.
Did you?
The Voice.
And Elizabeth is an extraordinary human being, and she's an amazing friend. I can tell you for a fact that Elizabeth Taylor is not a snorer.
Did you know Rock Hudson?
Yeah.
And what was Burt Lancaster like?
I liked him. I liked him.
There's not a person that you could think of as an old Hollywood great that he doesn't know. You knew Lana Turner.
I'm a very unique woman. I mean, she was something.
I don't think there's anyone in Hollywood that George doesn't know.
George Clooney?
He's very good. Niven said one of the best things about Errol Flynn ever. He said, you can always count on Errol Flynn to let you down. I used to pick up a script, and if it was heavy, I'd hand it to George Peppard. I'd say, this is a good one for you. It's got a lot of lines in it.
Well, you've met some people, man, I'll tell you.
He knows everybody that's gone and died.
Elvis would read medical books. Across the way, I see Fred Astaire and Gary Cooper, all these incredible, Clark Gable, they're all in one room in one day, and I thought to myself, God, this is something. And they're all gone 2 years later. Cary Grant took LSD.
George Hamilton is quite possibly one of the most fascinating raconteurs that I have ever heard.
You went out on a date with her, George, didn't
With
you?
Marilyn, yeah.
Marilyn
You went on a date
Monroe?
with Marilyn Monroe. What was she like, George?
She was forever getting ready. She'd come out and she'd say, does my hair look right? I said, looks great. Then she'd go back and she'd fiddle with the hair some more.
Hopefully one day I will be like George.
Did you know Marlene Dietrich?
Yeah, let me tell you a story about it. It's terrific. Burt Bacharach was conducting for her, and Burt was an old friend of mine. I went to see the show that night, and she got a standing ovation.
Oh, wow.
He's made 80 films. I think I've seen about 70 of them.
Al Pacino says he wants to take his dog to dinner. We got there, and the dog had a place setting.
That guy is a legend.
So you know, Sinatra used to do that.
Yeah.
Frank had a deal with the casino. He'd make these big bets, but he wasn't playing with his money. Dean and Sammy play. Sammy, with his one good eye, would look at it and he said, not a good hand. Dean said, well, give it back.
His storytelling prowess is beyond Giaconori.
I like Puff Daddy.
Puffy's a good friend of mine. Puffy's a really good friend. I like him a lot. You want me to speak to him? Would you like that?
Please, that'd be great. George hangs with the old and the new. He's got swagger.
I love Anthony Hopkins. I had breakfast with him about a month ago, and I said, what will you have, Tony? He said, I'll have that lumpy oatmeal. I said, Jesus, you've turned into Hannibal Lecter. What?
We see a Sharon Stone movie and we go, what?
I used to go out with him.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah. First movie with Robert Mitchum. He said, you know, they say I don't know my lines. He says, not true. I'm just too drunk to say them.